Yo, what up? It is the 7th of May 2024 and it's currently 10:54 p.m. on a Tuesday, and it being very close to 11 p.m. means one thing and one thing only, that being that I have to go straight to the stores today. But you know, it's business as usual. We'll see, maybe today there'll be a special visitor. You know, Gulliver hasn't shown up in a bit. He showed up, like, I feel like it was like 3 consecutive weeks he showed up. And that was like the first time he showed up for the year as well. It's very strange. I might be being a bit hyperbolic right now when I say that, but I don't actually remember the specifics. I like the phrase hyperbole more than over dramatic or like exaggeration. I mean, that basically is just what hyperbole is. It's just exaggeration, but it sounds cooler. Plus, if you mispronounce it, it's like the sequel to the Super Bowl, the Hyper Bowl. Now, I think a range. Yeah, I have a range. These are all pretty standard items. I'd be kind of surprised if I didn't have this stuff. Which is exactly how I probably missed some of these. Chimbi drum. I wonder if that's from Djibouti. I don't know if that's how you say it. Djibouti. It's a country in Africa. I think it's like one of the smallest countries in Africa. Africa has some pretty big countries, though. They're pretty good. I think I'd say on average the countries in Africa. I don't know if they'd be the biggest, because the thing about averages is, you know, because of the way, you know, different things affect averages. A witch's hat. I feel like I have this already, right? No. Oh, well, yes. Yes, I do. The thing about, I guess, well, no. I think the average country size would correlate exactly to whatever the, actual size of the continent is. Because if you think about it, the average size of every country comes together to inform, you know, the size of the continent, because the continent is made up of all of the different countries. So, I think the order in terms of the continents with the largest average countries would probably be the exact same as the order of the largest to smallest continents. Because, say, for example, Oceania, which contains Australia, New Zealand, Fiji, Samoa, I believe, let's see, Nauru, a couple of those. Like, there's a few more, like, quite a few. But it's not a particularly big country. I think, I mean, a continent. Yeah, it's technically a continent, kind of not, because obviously a continent is sort of defined as a body of land, I guess is what you would call it. But, so yeah, I think that would probably be the smallest continent. Oh, actually, no. There's a chance it's bigger than Europe. I actually don't know. I don't know fully concretely about this stuff. I just know information about the countries. Like a year or two ago, I want to say, I committed myself because I felt very stupid for not knowing pretty much anything about any country. And so I was like, I'm going to change that. And I basically just, like, forced myself into learning, basically where every country is. And it's not exactly, it's not something I've trained to the point when right now I could probably show it off. But, there was a point where if you gave me a world map and asked me to point on every single country, then I'd be able to do it. Assuming the country borders, the outlines are there. Which, I mean, that would probably be a default, but, you know. And also I did the same thing with memorizing the US states, which the US states, they're kind of hard to memorize the locations of. The names I'm fine with. Like, I probably couldn't, I don't think I could just spout out all 50. Like, I'm very bad at, like, this is probably a very common thing, mind you, but, like, the idea of, like, like, listing, every single thing out loud, I can't do that because I just lose track so quickly, so I'd forget the ones that I already said. The count would be completely wrong. If I could write it down, maybe, then yeah, I think maybe I could name all 50 U.S. states. I'd probably miss something like Massachusetts or something like that. Like New Hampshire. I guess most of New England I'm not very good with. I mean, Vermont... There's Vermont, New Hampshire... Is Delaware? I don't think Delaware is a part of New England. New England is a term in of itself. Oh, I guess, is that what it's based off of? The fact that all of them have new at the beginning of their name? New Hampshire, New York. I guess not, because Vermont and, yeah, I don't know. According to the letter, yeah, we've heard this before. My room's a mess. I can't believe the coordination. I mean, 427 points. I can't help but laugh like a maniac. Like, yeah, but yeah, yeah, I don't know if, I guess that might be why it's called New England. I mean, those names kind of suck, let's be real. Even New York. It's not new anymore, is it? Yeah, but with the memorizing all the countries, I did enjoy that. And, you know, the next logical thing would be at some point I kind of want to learn about the individual countries, like, you know, what's notable about all of them. Because that's fun. I just like knowing geographical information. I feel like it's a very, like, I don't know. It's just a very natural feeling, like thing to know about to me. I like knowing things, which is like not, it's not anything new for any particular person, but I don't know, it just makes me feel good to know stuff. That's my, I'm wondering, what size of house do you prefer? I would be terrified of living in like a mansion, especially if I'm alone, but like, one, if you're on a street, like, I guess if you're in a rich neighborhood, then any individual mansion is just about as likely to get, like, as robbed or burgled as another. If you're on a mansion that's, like, there's no any other mansions, like, in a nearby vicinity, then no, I would not live in a mansion. I probably wouldn't live in a mansion anyway. Just the idea of having, like, way too much space, I don't know. I think at most, I'd want a house with, like, my own bedroom. I don't even think I'd need 2 bathrooms. Like, here, let me think of the most minimal I'd need. My own bedroom, a living room, a bathroom, a kitchen, like an office, and a game room. Am I missing anything, like, really important right after I said a game room? Obviously, there's stuff like a closet. Like, that doesn't count as a room. So yeah, I guess that wouldn't be that much. So I guess I'm somewhere in the middle, which is a very boring answer. So you prefer the common touch. Well, as you might know, I plan to be a star looked up to by common folk. Looks like you and I might be in sort of competition. Oh, we're gonna combo. Oh, no way. Hey, speaking of S Monkey, Hugh, this is your chance to say something. Say something. I didn't have to tell S Monkey. Are you sure you don't have anything to tell S Monkey? I don't have anything to admit to. I mean, say. That's a weird conversation. I wonder what... Hey, can you get out of the way of the door? Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna go visit Cube instead. Yeah, but, like, house size... I am just naturally paranoid. And so the bigger the house, you can see the logic in... It's like the more... I guess empty space. Kind of. I mean, just in general. Also, a bigger house sort of, it enables more clutter, because, you know, you've got more space to just dump stuff, which I don't like the idea of living in clutter, so I think if I lived, I think a smaller house would be, both be better to, like, moderate my, like, the amount of stuff that I had, and also would just make me feel more safe. Anyway, let's talk to Cube. Your tender carriage returned me to full health. I can really count on you. Thanks for attending to me in my time of plague. Okie dokie then here's the weeping fig I promised you. Good old weeping fig. See, I want to check if I've got a weeping fig. Yes, I do. Because I feel like there's been some bits of furniture I've gotten that I didn't realize I got because they had been given to me and I just assumed I had it already. Yeah, but I mean, I get the appeal of having it because, like, you know, a home theater and your own home gym, like, those sorts of things sound, you know, really cool. But, you know, the thing is that I guess there's, you know, the amount of upkeep there is, which I suppose in this hypothetical way you're rich, then that's not exactly a problem when you've got, like, you know, cleaners and stuff like that. I'd feel kind of weird about that, though. Like, hiring people to come to my house and basically do my own chores. I feel like I'd become very sedentary if I just sort of let all of that, uh, like, if literally, like, imagine, like, you do literally nothing, like, that isn't something that you want to do or your job. Like, I don't know. When you have a theme to work with, it's easy to collect furniture. Sweet, vibrant, tranquil, the choices are endless. Just pick something simple. I'm into collecting pink furniture right now. I get any pink furniture for Monique. The weeping fig wouldn't happen to be. Oh, it's like a plant. Yeah, but, I was talking about a big house. I mean, yeah, I don't know. I've always been paranoid about being robbed, though. Like, burgled. Is that ideas? Oh, you know, I was talking about, doing your own chores. Like, okay, like, you know, it just... And even, like, food. I like preparing food for myself. Like, it's a good feeling, and, you know, and if... The thing about it is, though, is that there are sometimes good things, like, things that are, like, definitely good for you, that you... I guess that's kind of just in general with, like, food and stuff. Things that are good for you, or things that just in general are good, but if given the opportunity to not do them, or to do something easier, you probably would do the easier thing. And so I would feel weird being, like, rich to the point where I could basically have a moment where I choose whether or not I have to continue, you know, making my own, like, breakfast and stuff like that. Which I guess there's already a, amount of that choice. What with, like, you just, like, get McDonald's or whatever. McDonald's breakfast is so good. I love breakfast so much, but I hate mornings, so it's like it's so horrible. It's not how a guy looks, it's what's inside that counts. Yeah, at least that's what people tell me all the time. Are they saying I look nerdy? Anyway, you can't neglect your looks. If you ask me, it's all about choosing the right style for the situation. It's a truly great outfit's only happen for people with big wardrobes. That's my policy right now, buying lots and lots of clothes. Oh, Peewee's into clothes right now. The only clothes I got on me are the clothes on my back. So tough luck for you, Peewee. Yeah, but no, big breakfast. It's my favorite food. Which, and it's not a food, because it's a meal, you know, having just a bunch of breakfast items. But, it's just so good. Like eggs, sausage, like that breakfast sausage that's not as big as a regular sausage. There's like those really good hash browns. Buttered toast is, can't get enough of it, really. Like, dinner is so broad. Like, there's so much you can have for dinner that it doesn't have as much impact to me. But breakfast. And then lunch is, like, a good sandwich. I mean, literally, sandwiches are basically the only thing I have for lunch. I'm very, fine with only eating, like, 5 different things. But I had a banana before I started this. It's actually making my throat feel weird when I talk, so it's, maybe it wasn't a good idea. Bananas, like, the problem with fruit is that it's so, or at least the fruits that I like, which is mainly bananas and watermelon, is that they're so easy for them to not taste good, and then the whole thing's ruined. Like, if you have a banana that's bad, you feel that taste of it, like, for quite a bit. But I can ask you a favor? It's a big one, but pretty easy. You need to deliver a present to Hugh. I'm hoping you'll be able to deliver this in an hour. Sure. Thank you. Yeah, what was I, oh, man. I ate breakfast. Food. I was talking about how I eat, like, 5 things. You're, yeah, I don't know. God damn it. Oh yeah, banana. Oh yeah, fruit. Oh, that's, okay, there we go, back. Yeah, no, fruit, it's so easy for it to not taste good. And I think the main, I don't know what the main thing is on that. Oh, shooting star. I always react like as if I'm ever going to be able to actually get it. Okay, so I might spend a little extra time today just hanging around and seeing if I can catch another shooting star. But here we go. Let's give Hugh his present. That was fast. What do you mean? How did you know? Silk bloom shirt? Wait. Okay, I was checking to see if that was a shirt that I already, or I didn't have. I would have been kind of mad. Yeah, but, and watermelon. You know, in the best of times, watermelon's great, but the last couple times I've had watermelon, it's just, like, been really, like, there's this, like, texture to it sometimes where it's, like, very, I don't know how to even describe it. It's like it's like it's gone bad. I don't know. Like, the chewiness is very weird. Plus, dealing with the seeds is always annoying. I always hated that. And I've never liked apples, which are a very, like, stock standard fruit, but yeah, I've never liked them. But I haven't had them too many times. I'm kind of bad with fruit, like, as in, I don't have it as much as I should. But I do like bananas. The problem for me is that I consider those sorts of, like, snack foods, like, you don't eat a banana for a meal, right? And so there's this dilemma you have, or at least that I have, where if it's too close to, like, lunch or, like, dinner, I don't want to have a banana because it's like, okay, well, I don't want to, like, you know, affect my my palate right before I'm about to eat something else, and also, you know, I don't want to, you know, ruin my appetite. And then if I am hungry in the middle of the, like, and I'm not having lunch, like it's like a snack or something, then I don't, a banana isn't like a satiating, like, you know, item. I guess I could just have multiple bananas. I've never thought about that. But I don't know. I feel like 2 bananas is like, you're going somewhere, not a good place. You're going like that's like you're going into, like, crazy town. I don't know how to describe it. That just sounds wrong. But yeah, oh hey Antonio, what do you want to say to me? Check it out. I just got this crazy letter and take a look at it. Listen up, Antonio. Deep down inside, most people think that they're good people, even coconut thieves. Just saying, from a bad person. Interesting. Hey, so this means I need to send this letter to 5 different people, or else? Spooky. Is that like a reference to those, like, I can only think of these, like, these, like, early internet era posts where people would say, like, share this message, you must copy and paste this message to 5 people or else you'll be cursed, by the end of the week or something like that. Or that maybe that originated from something else. Because I don't know if that was a thing before 2005. I mean, I'm sure a primitive version of it might have existed. Hey, Tangy, you gotta help me. I'm super panicky if you find a gaudy sweater. Oh, I just so happen to actually have a gaudy sweater on me right now. Right in this present that I ordered yesterday from Mr. Nook himself. Hello, Tangy. Poor, Antonio's bummed out. Wait, what's he bummed out from? What did he say to me? Oh, the letter. You did it. You got me a gaudy sweater. It's so nice. Really, I can have it? Thanks. Sorry if I sounded a little mad about it before. Oh, look at that. Oh, wait, of course, you did help me after all, but thank you. Your favorite rugby shirt. Is it my favorite? No, it isn't. I've never particularly cared for the rugby shirt. It's not that bad of a shirt, I guess, the gaudy sweater. Oh, I can... You know, this is like a fun little thing. Well, now that I've gotten that rugby shirt from Tangy, I can give the I've gotten the rugby shirt, I can give that to Peewee because he wanted a shirt. So it's like I'm, and then Peewee is gonna give me a piece of pink furniture that I can give to Monique, and then, something else will happen, I guess. Yeah, but, no, I definitely have a problem with, like, I don't want to call it, it's, like, this thing with food where I turn myself off from eating food because I always constantly think about the food I'm going to have after the fact. Like, because I don't wake up at, you know, in the morning, like, I'll wake up and it's, like, noon already. I'll feel weird about the idea of like, having, like, breakfast, like, breakfast food, because, oh, it's lunchtime, so then when am I gonna have lunch? Which is, you know, I think most people would probably just, like, not care. They'd probably just pick one and just go with it, but, I mean, and I do, I guess, but it just, like, I think about it for a little longer than I think most people usually would. I don't know, I guess it's just, like, yeah, I don't know what that's from. But all this to say, big breakfast, very nice. The best thing about a good breakfast, though, is that you barely need, like, any cooking skills. Which is very appealing to me. Like, you know, frying an egg is just about the easiest thing you can do. I mean, there probably is something a bit easier, but, you know, like, you literally just crack the egg into a frying pan, and then you flip it one time after a little bit, and then you're basically done after you wait for a couple more minutes. It's crazy simple. So if you haven't, I think that is generally a starter, oh, look at that. Oh, it's the Ness shirt. It looks like Ness's shirt. I'm very good at this, so thanks. Oh, thank you for money. I love money. Yeah, I think, because I had I remember having a home ec class, a mandatory one. I would never take home ec willingly. And that isn't even a masculinity thing, it's just a thing where I would not want to do something like that as a class, because I'd be very anxious. So it's actually arguably the opposite of masculinity, prompting that, thought. No, oh, hey, Hugh. What kind of relationship do you think? I don't care. Best buds. Makes you say many kind of friends. I thought you all people understood my feelings. You're so mean. Damn, he's pissed. No, yeah, but in my, like, mandatory home ec class, the thing we had to cook something, and it was something that involved eggs. Not like I'm saying I'm forgetting. I'm saying that we had to choose a meal option that involved the use of an egg, and it was supposed to be healthy, but I made I made an English muffin, which is, like, probably just about the least healthy thing that you could think of when making something with eggs. It's basically just making a burger and then putting an egg in it. But, oh, it's great. It's great to have them. And you know what? I will say one thing from my class. I love me a good muffin. And the McDonald's ones. The sausage and egg McMuffin. That's my, go-to. And, you know, McDonald's, they mess up stuff a lot. They mess up stuff so much. But I don't think I've ever messed up a sausage egg muffin before. Because I don't know how you could. It's like, anyway. Care for a covered Java to pick you up? It's 200 bells. What plan would you like? The usual? Whatever you say. And up comes one cup of your favorite blend spoon. I feel like I started today... I was talking about something, and then I went on to houses because of Pango. What did I start today with talking about? Well, I've completely forgotten. There we go. The perfect temperature to ring out the flavour. 176 degrees. One fresh brewed cup. Drink up. Thank you. Fee! Bitter, so bitter. It's like a banshee screaming in my taste buds. Thanks. Yeah, but if you've got, like, I guess anxiety, if you just feel anxious about the prospect of, like, you know, learning to cook, which is something I had for a little bit. Definitely, like, eggs, like, just doing an egg for yourself, and generally you'll like it. I mean, I guess it's all a matter of taste. Also, I want to look at that black rose. Yeah, it's all just a matter of taste, of course, and there are people that are allergic to eggs too, so keep that in mind. So, I mean, that's the thing where, developing allergies. Where if you're not exposed... Oh, yeah, that's a... Not a filter, what grows. If you don't expose yourself to foods that are generally allergens, then you can develop allergies because your body isn't used to, isn't used to that food entering your body, and so it can perceive it as a threat, potentially. This is all, it's not exactly set in stone. So I guess tip would be to not just immediately assume that you don't have an egg allergy if you've, like, never had an egg before, which is possible, I guess. And, the other thing's salmonella, which is just, like, it's just a raw egg part making contact with a cooked egg part, basically. So just wash your hands is all you have to do for that. That's my cooking advice to people who've cooked somehow even less than I have. That's gonna be about it for today, I think. Did I talk to everyone? Did I do everything? Monique, Tangy, Pango, Antonio, Peewee, Poncho is not living here. Hugh, Cube, Marina. Yeah, I've talked to everyone. Okay, yeah, that's gonna be it for today.